I saw incremental physics and I had to try it. Today we have Wake the Beacon. We're going to do normal mode. Yes, we're going to do new game. We're going to start over from scratch. Well, not over. I haven't actually gotten to play this yet. But you get to go ahead and bounce stuff. So the ball survival length is going to be a big issue, because we're going to probably not get too much on this first wave if I had to take a wild guess. Yeah, there we go. We did. We only have so much survival, but I need to turn my headphones down. Of course, I will adjust it in post for you guys, but we got Core Breach 3, but we got 7 triangle dollars. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Let's see what we have. Beacon level 1, fireball projectiles level 2, fire laser beam, interceptor scrambler deploy. There's levels to it. Okay, we're going to take some ball damage. And we're going to do some shots per second, just so we can deal with them a little bit better. I don't know what the pulse field and all this other stuff is, but they're kind of expensive. So I'm guessing this is going to be a branch off to the right and then off to the other sides and maybe make some squares kind of thing. So let's try this again. This actually requires mild amounts of aiming. So, and yeah, if we can get them in close, we can get more bounces. So that is less of a bad thing for us. Can we get that one? We got a little bit more. Link severed. We got 14 that time, though, so we can actually afford more stuff. Let's get triangle enemy reinforcements. We need more ball damage, please. I never thought I would say I need more ball damage in a very long time, but hey, we're going there. And we need to probably be aiming at things that are close to us if I had to take a wild guess. Let's go ahead and take you guys out. Oh no, we've been breached. I don't know. Oh, actually, no. We have time up there as well. We can also take damage from this stuff. Let's go get more ball damage, and we'll get more enemy spawns at start so we can bounce it a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and set that window underneath so I'm not so easily distracted. There we go. Huzzah. And yeah, let's go ahead and try another breach. I do like this type of tree for some reason. I don't know what it is about these trees that actually make me kind of happy. We do need more fire rate, sadly. But we are actually doing enough damage to one-shot these guys, so we can bounce it around in some Titan. Oh, we run out of time. So that is about what we can do there. We need more time. Let's go with ball size. And we'll go ahead and get some critical ball chance. Not that that's going to matter right now. It's just going to be what it is. Ball speed would probably be helpful as well. We just need to survive long enough to actually not deal with a lot of these other things. So, yeah, we just need to survive the time available. Let's go ahead and take you guys out. 35 again. So triangle enemy intensity. I don't know what the intensity is. We have longer ball lifetime up there. I'm wagering this goes off into another improvement down there for 25. Okay, so, intensity is how strong they are. Okie dokie. So the strong ones are going to be worth more money, sadly. We just don't want to take a lot of damage from these. I think we die if we get touched a certain amount of times, but I could be wrong. Okay, confirm. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some ball speed, and then we'll do ball lifetime next, because we should be able to get a decent amount of money off of these. I do want just to be aiming for the orange ones if at all possible. That way we don't have to deal with, like, doing multiple hits all at once. Let's go ahead and get more off of you. There we go. Okay. And they are worth more money whenever they're more intense, so 61 is a good pick. So how much is it for these other ones? 250 for the explosive triangle chance. Might be worth saving up for that, honestly. We'll go for some ball damage first, though. And we might just do a number of runs in a row just to get exploding triangles, because we can. I think we are closing in on the end of the right tree, at least for now. It might be one of those where we have to go back and forth on the various trees. Okay, get you. Okay, and ran out of time again. Nice, 74. So we could save up 250 for that. I'm going to go with more ball damage first. And we'll do with more shots per second, and then we'll go after the explosive triangle spawn. Maybe just do a couple runs in a row just to get that so we can see what it is early on, and maybe get ourselves a little bit of an advantage. Although, by breaking out of the pattern that it necessarily wants you to take, you can actually run into some Shady stuff. Oh, there we go. Signal level. We have not gotten to signal level 1 yet, sadly. Yeah, we'll do shots per second. Does that look... Yeah, none of these look like particularly super important things. So it should be probably, if I had to guess, 2-3 runs to actually get to level... not level whatever, but to get to that 250. So we just need to be doing as much damage as possible. Yeah, let's go ahead and confirm. Got 80 now. Let's go ahead and breach again. We're going to go up to 250 before we grab the next one on that tree, just because I kind of want the challenge. I want to see what we can do out of order. That is another fun thing that I like doing in a lot of incrementals, is just figuring out what kind of out of order crap I can do. A lot of low value triangles, sadly. So that one was not very profitable. We're at 150, so we only need essentially 2 more runs and we've got this. Especially if we get a lot of oranges. There we go, get those guys. And it's only 2 shot for the big oranges as well, so that's not the worst thing ever. And now, if we can get more bouncing, it feels like we're zooming out, but we're not. Okay, confirm. Breach one more time, and then we get the one on the left. But yeah, it feels like we're zooming out. I know we're not, though, is the thing. It's just because the spawns of these guys. So if we get, like, good angles going in here, we can actually get some shenanigans going on. Oh, we almost had that one. Another ball was heading for it. Let's go and get the explosive triangle chance. So these are all... This is probably our next path out. So triangle enemy intensity, enemy spawns it starts, and upgrade triangle init spawns to rectangle. Okay, so rectangle is going to probably be worth more money, but it's also going to be probably tankier. So this is... Oh, hi. Okay, so explosive ones, we want to wait until they're a little bit closer. Just so we can actually, boom, get those explodey bits going. It's not going to be super valuable just yet, but that might actually be pretty good in the long run. Let's go with enemy triangle reinforcements, and we'll do crit ball chance or crit ball damage next, I think. Oh, and we have, ooh, a nice orange explodey boy there. Also got an explodey boy there. It seems like as soon as they're touched, they explode, though. They're not one of those that really cares about how much damage you're doing. It's just how many, like, they just want to be exploded. So confirm 103. Let's go with, yeah, crit ball damage. Enemy spawns at start would be very nice. So we go ahead and get there. That way we have more stuff around us. We're going to need some kind of shot behind us as well, if I had to take a wild guess. I know that we get a multi-shot eventually. Might even actually be one of the starter ones. So we got to signal level 1, pulse field radius, and beacon level. So this is going to be beacon level there. So let's go crit ball, chance, and beacon uptime up to 18 seconds. Yes, please. We definitely need more triangles spawning, sadly. And yeah, once we get a lot of bouncies going... Oh, we had one breach us. No! Okay. I think that cuts down on our time, oddly enough. And we had the one breach up there. What is this? Laser damage dealt. Electric pentagon damage dealt. So we have other things that do damage. Nice. Did not get enough for an upgrade there, sadly. We could save up to beacon level 2 and just go after triangles with that. That would be kind of crappy. I don't think that's exactly what we want to be doing. Okay, so we have those bouncing around. Nice. Just don't want to let anything get too close to us. We want to get that extra time, I think, is probably our big one. Because right now, that is going to be our big limiter. Interceptor count. 190. What are our interceptors going to be? Okay, so we'll go intensity next. That's going to be probably pushing us up to all oranges, if I had to take a guess. Okay, so no, it isn't just one shot to cause them to pop. We just happen to be getting crits a lot. Okay. Let's go ahead and bounce off of all these idiots. Get ourselves a little bit more money, just because more duration means more money in general. 174. So we could take these. We're going to go more enemies at spawn. And then we'll go ball damage. Although ball damage is 300, so that would take me a while to build up. We just do 2 runs and get more ball damage rather than enemy intensity. I think enemy intensity is still the better pick. Although we are struggling to actually kill all these fast enough. So it really does just feel like we are zooming out. I know that is just an optical illusion, but goodness gracious. We'll do more triangle spawns at start too. Just so we have more bouncies. And we can hit things at angles and get like interesting little deflections and all that fun stuff too. So it's not like we're doing absolutely terrible at the moment. There's that. And I should probably keep the mouse relatively close to us. That way we are able to aim a little bit faster. Whereas if we move it out, it is a little bit more precise. Like if we have it out here, we can aim at specific things a lot easier. And if we get a crit, we do one-shot these. So we need 300. Okay, so we got another explodey there. We almost got hit by that. Okay, so there's a bit more money. That should, yes, 289. So that's going to put us at ball damage up. That's going to send us down that other one. We have 190 mil there. We have 5,000 there. So it looks like this is our next path. So yeah, it is going to be a bunch of little squares. Let's go ahead. Oh, we still don't one-shot those guys. Okay. So we're going to need another ball damage up to actually get that. This should still speed up a little bit. Although, actually, it probably won't now that I stop and think about it. That's kind of one of those, yeah, it's not going to boost anything. Go triangle intensity. That's going to probably make them all orange. Oh, now we have yellows. Okay. I think the yellows we can crit one shot, but at the same time, we need to be really on top of where they're at. So now we have 2 types of triangles we can't one-shot. We have 3-shot yellows and 2-shot oranges. But that is a lot more money. Okay. So we're going to go with crit ball chance and explosive triangle multiplier. Blast size multiplier, current 500%. And then we have explosive triangle damage multiplier. Interesting. So do we go for squares next? I have a feeling squares are going to be a lot harder to kill. Which we're already struggling to keep things off of our face. But we also have enough to level up our ball thing. So maybe we do go for some lasers. Maybe we save up 5,000. It's going to be 10 runs to do that. So I don't think that is the plan that it wants for us. Let's go upgrade triangle to square reinforcements. So we'll see them as reinforcements, but not initial spawns. Yeah, they are a lot more durable. Jeez, okay. There's a nice bit of explosions. I think only the triangles have explodey bits, sadly. Oh, geez. Nope, 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 nope. Don't die on me. I don't think we got touched. 702, confirm we got 1122. Balls per volley. Yes. We got more balls. So now we double the balls. That means that that's essentially going to take out any of the oranges in one hit. We do want... Okay, so this is doing much better. It really does still feel... It's like almost a vertigo-inducing, just like, I feel like I'm zooming out situation. It's very strange to describe. Okay, we're going to go with ball speed. We're going to do beacon uptime next. That or we're going to do the percent chance to change triangles to balls at start. Okay, so grab those. Definitely need more balls to be shot out. Go ahead and take out you. Still not hitting those thousands. I do need to respond to an unfortunate message real quick, though. Let's see. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Let's go. Do we just... I kind of want to save up to 5,000 to see if we can get fire laser beam. I'm going to grab this first. And then we're going to save up 5,000. Which is only, what, 5 runs? We start with some squares, which are more profitable for us. I want to see if the laser beam replaces the balls. If it replaces balls, then we might as well get it going sooner. So there's that. Yeah, let's go ahead and breach up to 5,000. Get our balls bouncing like crazy. I would love to see like 6 or 7 or possibly backfiring balls added to this. So hopefully those will be things that we see in the future. And yeah, as those get closer, we just get way better results from that. Confirm. We got 1350 that time. But yeah, this doesn't look like ricochet at field boundary, create pulse field, all these other things in there that are kind of interesting. I want to see what the laser is. And yes, I will probably be doing this throughout the entire thing, going the inefficient route just to see what happens if we go out of order. Obviously, you could just ham it up, I mean, and just go and let it grind it out. We'd have to set up some kind of automation because that would take forever without that. So now we have you, beacon level 2. So now we fire a laser beam. We got laser cooldowns, laser width, and all that stuff down there. Several thousand each, so we're going to be going back to that top left, but maybe this will actually do a lot of damage. So I'm guessing, oh, laser beam kind of just holds in place, so it's just every now and then it fires. Okay, so yeah, that's actually not bad. That takes out a bit of enemies in a single line. Doesn't give us a lot of extra kill speed, unfortunately. It does hold us in place, sadly. Let's go beacon up time, and we'll go for some more ball damage. Does it actually... Can we still keep shooting our balls whenever it does that is a question. It seems like we do, but there's... Yeah, it almost feels like there's a small gap in our fire whenever we do that, though. It's kind of like an odd thing. We got lasers going backwards. That one was a fairly decent one. Let's go ahead and get some more ball damage. It doesn't really show us further out, sadly. So triangles at spawn start would be 1900. That's relatively easy to get. But we now have more damage so we can kill stuff faster at least. I don't think it improves the laser damage. I think the laser just automatically does enough damage to take out most of this stuff, and we just missed everything with the laser, sadly. So there is us clearing things relatively simply. Nice. And that was 1800, which does get us enough triangles at start. I'm going to go for critical... Actually, no, we're going to do enemy reinforcements up next. So we just have more bodies with which to farm. That'll make our laser a little bit more valuable. And I do not know if the lasers can one-shot whatever's coming after the squares. Because we do have other shapes that we have to deal with. And I have a feeling that laser is going to be fast firing by the end. Just call it a hunch. Confirm, 1999 there. Let's go ahead. Triangle enemy reinforcements. So 3.2 mil to the side. I think there's going to be a money up in here that's going to get us into the realm of getting 5,000 per or thereabouts. That way we can speed up the nukes here. Definitely need more density for that laser to really pull its own. Okay, get the bouncies. Yeah, we're keeping stuff pretty far away from us. Up to 2,000 per. Let's go triangle intensity. Critical ball damage doesn't seem like... I think we're going to do triangle and knit spawns to rectangle to 20. Because those are worth significantly more. They're worth 20 each, whereas the triangles are only worth like 1 to, I believe... Probably 16, I think. Let's go ahead and check. No, the yellows are worth 36. Okay. The yellows are worth more than the cubes, despite being slightly more durable. Confirm. Yeah, we'll do init spawns. Shots per second, 2.5. Cool, I'll take it whenever we get there. But yeah, you can see the little 20 pop up off the pink squares, but the yellows pop up 36, so yellows seem to be the ones we should be focusing on for a profit. Okay, so there was a decent amount of yellow explosions. That should be good money. Confirm and shots per second. We'll do ball size up, and then we'll grab these two in the middle. And then it is literally going after the 5,000s. And if we just rotate slowly, we shouldn't really get touched by things, honestly. Because we should be doing enough damage that, yeah. Very, very chill. The music is getting a little bit on the repetitive side. I wish there was a little bit more variety to it. Let's go with rectangle enemy intensity, and yeah, we'll get the crit ball damage. This should push us up to getting 5,000 per, unless I'm very, very unlucky. Are these guys... Okay, so those guys are worth 120 whenever they're intense, and that still just one-shots them. Sweet. So the orange squares are now the big boys. We want to go after them first. There we go. And that should be... still not 5,000. We will go laser cooldown. We're going to have to get more enemy reinforcements, because right now, pretty much our main thing that's costing us money is we're just not constantly hitting stuff. We're having stuff go off the edge of the map and all that fun stuff. So, get those. At 120 for those is great. We need more time on the map as well. Do laser beam width. Yeah, these are all 6,000. I mean, the laser beam is not the most important thing here. It does work, but really we're just not getting enough of the high-value targets. We are decimating everything except for the oranges, so it's like whatever. Yeah, 4,000 for that, not even enough to get an upgrade. It feels like there should have been a money upgrade in that last little cluster of stuff. Oddly enough. That's the vibe that I'm getting from the amount of money we're earning. It felt like there should be just a currency upgrade, just get us like 10% more. But it's still just kind of sitting at about 4,000 to 5,000. Let's go enemy reinforcement. I don't think we want... Well, we could go square intensity right now. That would get us a decent bit more money from just popping them. I do like that it does show that like right before it starts shooting, but at the same time, I wish there was another bar somewhere on the map that showed us a little bit more about that. There's 5,100. Let's go for... You know what? Let's go ahead and go rectangle intensity. We can get ball damage up, which should help us out with just the normal balls. Get rid of the ones that are all up in our business. There we go. And I don't think that touched us. I'll hope it didn't. That boosted their intensity, I think. Okay, ball damage. Laser beam damage up would be kind of nice, because we're going to eventually be doing... Yeah. Higher difficulty enemies than squares and triangles. Get those. Very nice plinking noises, at least now. $66.28. We'll do triangle intensity. What's that? Bi-directional lasers, 150k. Great triangle in this spawns rectangle. Okay, so we're working on getting things going a little bit silly. Okay, so let's go with that. Yeah, it looks like mostly what we're going to be doing is getting income through conversions and intensities, sadly. Get rid of you guys. 10? Okay, so that is a big improvement. So triangle intensity apparently improved that a lot. Let's go reinforcement to rectangle and laser beam damage. Looks like the next path is down. So Pinata Square spawn chance. Pinata Square, I guess, is the next tier. So triangles exploding is a good thing for us. So it seems like teal is actually the stronger triangle, oddly enough. Okay, so what did we get from that? A little bit less. We got 14,000. So init spawned to rectangle and triangle spawns at the start, so we just have more bodies. And it is going to be at a point where we just rotate around in a circle eventually. So I think pinatas are the next tier for us, are they not? Should have aimed up and to the left. No, that's pentagons next. What are pinata squares? We're going to do more shots per second. We need 20,000 for you, so that's going to be another generation wall, oddly enough. Unless this really boosts our income. Just being able to fire slightly faster. I mean, it does boost our income, most likely, but as long as the enemy spawns can keep up. Go ahead and take you out. Yummy. Yeah, not an insane amount. Laser's doing about as much as that. The explosion damage is whatever. So, yeah. Oh, we were 300 shy. Maybe we'll be able to get more than one upgrade. Probably not. I just don't know what the pinata squares are. Maybe they drop out triangles that can explode. That'd be interesting. Get those going. Yummy. Bacon link severed. Bacon. Okay, so Pinata Square, we can get more time, we can get enemy intensity. Okay. I don't know what the... Okay, what does Pinata do? I think that might have just been raw cash, oddly enough. Okay, yeah, that is just more cash. Okay. So we do want... They seem to be relatively easy to bust, I guess. Much better income from them now. So let's go with rectangle intensity so we get more money from them. We'll get some more ball speed so they bounce among the nonsense a little bit faster as well. Okay, so they're not one-shotters. They are definitely... Jeez, things are getting close. Can you not get quite so close, buds? Ow. That one was not as... Oh, 37,000 from those. Okay, so intensity there's a good thing. Reward multiplier. There's some more ball damage. We need to beeline towards that. Okay, so 7,200 from just that one. We are not doing much damage, sadly. I need way more damage. Because as it stands right now, we're getting hit by things constantly. We can get you. 45,000, so that means we can grab that. So we have things going off to the right there. I have a very weird gut feeling that we're going to be... This is pretty much just straight up the how to feed a black hole thing. Okay, so get rid of all that nonsense. There's another one. Now, we want to be aiming for the pinata ones because that's going to be a crap ton of revenue. $44,000. Let's go with triangle enemies at spawn start. So beacon level up to 3 would get us interceptor scramble, which is what that thing is. Do we save up for 100k? It would only be about 4. So we'd get our additional weapon just like right off the bat. I don't know what the interceptor scramble does, but hey, I'm not going to complain too much. Don't know why my hard drive decided to just spin up just then, but it did. Grab you. Please give me all your resources. 54,000. Okay, so that is 100k. So why not just breach one more time? Get ourselves an additional weapon that may speed this up a little bit while we finish clearing out that tree. Yeah, I'm going after you guys. Which is gonna be more than worth it. Okay, so we need higher fire rate. Oh, we didn't get another laser. We're up to Neptune size, by the way. There's beacon level, interceptor count, interceptor shot damage. So now we have interceptor scramble. Let's go get our ball damage up. Didn't even notice that we had a ball damage on there. So those are gonna, okay, those are gonna go around and start picking stuff off for us. Nice. They just seem to hit whatever, but that's not a problem. That's still stuff dead that I don't have to deal with. There's one. We should have aimed it at the top right. I didn't know there was another spawning up there. There's you guys down. $99,000. Definitely way better. These are still 100,000 though, so we're gonna go with, and it spawns to there, some ball speed. Yeah, we just go ahead and grab all of those. This should get us up to 100k. So now I think we just kind of focus in on whatever's closest to us. Obviously, we should probably still aim a little bit for the rainbow things, but I mean, there's only so much we can do with those. And yeah, those guys just do keep changing directions, sadly. Only 85,000 that time. So it's 110,000 for you guys. We're just not doing that great on just raw oomph, sadly. So let our little interceptors do their thing. Now that's going to be another 2. Surprisingly, we took those out early, which is fine. There's 118,000 from that. We're going to go with interceptor count and damage. We only need 150k for bidirectional laser as well. So that gives us the ability to decimate things. So let's save up for 150k since we're getting about 100k each. Why not go for it? Boop. We did take a little bit of, I think, time damage there. So yeah, we're going to save up for 150k. Although we don't have nearly as much to worry about now. Confirm, yeah, it's just 2 runs to get it, so why not? We can't even afford anything as it is right now. So getting that going would not be a terribly bad thing. Would let us get more of the rainbows. Give me all your rainbows, buds. That should get us a laser there. 126k? Nice. These are 120k, by the way. We're going to grab you first, and then next time we do upgrade rectangle to pentagon. So it looks like we're going to always have triangles, rectangles, and stuff like that because it is just an amount of them. We don't have to aim nearly as much with our laser. It just bisects the world. It is always a welcome thing. Bisect the world. So we do have fires in both directions. So let's go. Yeah, we'll do, and it spawns to rectangle. It's a pentagon, pentagram, whatever you want to call it. Pentagonal nonsense. What else do we have going on? Not too much. We can kind of just aim for whatever we want. Wouldn't mind another direction, like 4-way laser maybe next time. Okay, so they're giving us a little bit of money. We're going to do that. So these are 130k for those. Probably not going to do as much as I would like. But yeah, the laser firing backwards is great. We don't really have to aim too much to be able to just guarantee we're going to get at least an okay amount of money with them. We could probably do better if I was actually focusing on it, but it's whatever. Adjusting how I'm sitting real quick. There we go. Conform. Let's do interceptor fire rate, and triangle enemy spawns at the start can go up to, how much are these? 150k? We do have some intensity things over there. That would be nice. That'd probably improve our income. As it stands, we're already not doing too great at killing those. It takes multiple shots. Eventually, we will just be decimating everything, but that is not the early game in any of these. $102,000 from there, 122,000. So maybe we do take the intensity next time, because we will have more than enough to get it. Let's see, where is my mouse? There's my mouse. I had lost my mouse in all of this because it's just a little crosshair. Okay, so we're gonna do electric pentagon spawn chance. I don't think we even have electric pentagon yet, but oh, there it is. Okay, so that is very much a how to defeat a black hole modifier. There was gas and lightning in that one. I don't think it's actually copying it. I just am going to be referencing it because it is a very similar concept, just in general. There's a handful of games that are designed like this. So only 82,000 that time. That sucked. We'll go with triangle spawns at start. It feels like we are hitting the first wall. I still can't help but feel like a extra money thing was ignored. I don't know why we earned so much less on that one run than normal. Maybe we just got less rainbow spawns? Now we're only getting 80k now. Something reduced our income. Which feels kind of weird to say. Because we got, what, 100 and something thousand before this? Maybe it could just very well be dumb luck. That we're able to get a lot more or something. And initially they are worth less. Okay, so there's 98,000. We'll do more ball damage. I'm gonna go that way a little bit. Ball damage keeps stuff from getting next to me. Rainbows are still probably our best income source, because they're one of the few things that gives us thousands. The lightning boys and the normal pentagons give us hundreds. How long are we going to go today? Until we probably beat it, actually. But we are just not getting... It really does feel like there's a missing extra money node. Because everything over here is like 100 and something thousand. We're getting like 80 something thousand per round. $127. We're gonna do Pentagon enemy intensity. Do even more ball damage. Hopefully that intensity gets us that extra bit of money. We definitely need more fire rate and we need more balls. We require additional balls. Let's build additional pylons. What? Pylons to go with our balls? No, that's not what kind of game we're playing, folks. Didn't quite kill that one, sadly. Only 96k there. Let's go more ball damage. Oh, this does not look like it's going to branch out any, so this is like the end of that tree, so we would have... I mean, I knew we were going to have to go down that other one, but... I was not expecting it to be a hard dead end. And yes, the comparison to other incremental games is unavoidable whenever you're making incremental games. I know that there's some devs that don't like it whenever that happens. This dev did not seem to be particularly one of those, so. But there are some devs that just do not like being compared to others. We're gonna go with triangle enemy intensity first. Just because they're still spawning. And stronger triangles are going to be relatively easy kills compared to stronger pentagons. Okay, get rid of all the nonsense. I do like that the interceptors do help keep things off of my butt. 126,000. So yeah, we're starting to see more. I think our next one is... reinforcements, probably. No, we'll go ahead and get the interceptor move speed. Let them do their thing. And I might do this recording over a couple days, just because, yeah, I'm starting this a little bit late in the evening. So if my voice changes randomly throughout this, don't judge me. Go and grab those. 137. So these are 150k and 170k. Okay, we'll grab all these. Should be relatively simple to get through until we can figure out a way to just get more money. The money is just a little bit shy of where I want it to be right now. Like I said, I'm not sure whether it's just me being bad at the game or if it's just something else going on. Okay, we're going to do enemy triangle reinforcements. There's a electric strike multiplier. What are our next upgrades looking at? That one's 3.2. You're 190 mil. The pulse field is the next one up there. But yeah, we're still in the thousands. I think we just need more spawns at this point. Because we're keeping stuff away from us. That's a sign that we should probably just get more doodles to actually murderize. That or stronger doodles. Yeah, the orange ones are worth 2,400. That's almost as much as the rainbow boxes. Let's go. We'll go electric strike multiplier, and then we'll do intensities on them. just so we have more things around us. Yeah, we're not seeing the rainbow boxes very much. I think they're getting overridden by pentagons, or whatever they're called. Only 118k that time. Ugh. We'll do pentagon enemy intensity next. So they're worth more whenever they're more intense. It was basically an evolution kind of thing. Oh, we got touched. I didn't want to be touched, Captain. They got me all crunchy like. Okay, 155k. What is that? Let's see. Yeah, the only one we can get is init spawns to pentagons and then electric arc count. So now we start with more of them. Is that going to translate to more money? We do tend to be able to kill off the initial spawns. So that is, I guess, not a bad thing. I kind of wish I could track how much money I was getting in the actual thing, as opposed to just at the end. Like, have it be a display somewhere. Because it is tracking it. We're seeing the cash pop out. 164k. Not even enough for one of those upgrades, sadly. Okay, so triangle reinforcement to rectangles 210, and electric arc count is 190. Think we're gonna go for the more expensive one first. How much are the pink guys? I think they're 4k. No, not the pink guys. The pink guys are not the good ones. They're 400. I don't know why I was thinking they were worth more than that. So we have exploding triangles. We have gambler squares. We're gonna go for you. Electric radius multiplier. So yeah, it looks like it's just gonna join back up with the other one. Are we gonna have to really do like a proper grind session or something to get even more moolah? It's not that big of a problem, but I have a feeling we're gonna eventually get back into like a steady flow of one upgrade per round. But that is just a... Oh, I didn't get shooting on you fast enough. 167. Take the radius. And a rectangle enemy intensity would be kind of nice. Upgrade triangle init spawns to rectangle would also be good. As long as the triangle spawns are higher than the square init spawns, we're fine. Go ahead and get more there. And yeah, it is a lot easier to aim at the rainbows. Okay, so we got that. 211. So yeah, we'll take rectangle intensity, and hopefully that'll get us more income. We got 1 in 4 crit ball on the next one. That's going to be our chance at double damage. Once you get up to like 100% crit, that really does make a huge difference in the reliability of handling the various parts of these kind of games. And then watch you start getting the 200% crits, which means you triple damage instead of just double it. Although this one has a damage multiplier as well, so it might not be one that does that kind of stuff. Got the Cooper belt. 383,000, so that was a big boost. We'll do crit ball chance, and we'll do triangle up, and yeah, we've got a whole other thing over here. Do you wonder how big the tree is? I'm very much in the realm of being overly curious about it. Oh, we're not doing much damage. Our laser does not one-shot stuff anymore. It doesn't one. It's been a while since it's one-shot the pentagons. So, go and get you. Almost 500k on that one. Let's go for triangle intensity and pentagon intensity. So balls per volley, that's going to be a big one for us. Beacon level up is 1.5 mil. So we're going to have to go down. So we're probably getting electric strike, arc count, and balls per volley next. 3 balls per volley. It straight up just triples our damage. So why am I not doing... Ugh, we got touched. We got touched way too much. Stop touching me. Stop touching me, you bastards. Are we going to hit 300k on here? Or are we just going to run out of time from getting tapped? Oh, the pentagon intensity is there. 669, so we got way more. Yeah, we're going to do balls. We're going to do ball lifetime. No, we're going to do ball damage. Just so we can clear stuff easier. We'll go back and get that one eventually. But 3 balls at higher damage, yes please. And you get laser damage up as well. Keep losing my cursor in all of this, sadly. I wouldn't mind the option to change the cursor color and shape. I could make it like a bright white dot or something. Nope, no. Oh, it doesn't seem to reduce our time. It just does things. I don't know if that costs us money, though. 0.5 mil there, so let's go with ball lifetime, and we'll get the electric strike chance. Yeah, we just have to go through these. 330k to get that one, which is probably our path to the next set of upgrades, because we are not sitting at 1 million per run. Maybe it's intending me to do 2 runs so I can get that next upgrade? I mean, you know what? Why don't we? Why don't we just do that next upgrade, huh? Get this going. Grab you. Yeah, the quality upgrades for the enemies are huge boons. Okay, so we'll grab you. We're gonna do shots per second. And then we can probably just save up to 1 million to get the next beacon upgrade. Which I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll hopefully be good. Get you guys going. We do actually have, yeah, scary stuff over there. Yeah, we just go through waves of just either not getting a lot or just completely decimating. 700k, we're at signal level 10. I think the goal is just to get signal level 20. So we're going to save up the 1.5 mil for you, I believe. Just get the beacon levels we have. Deploy orbital energy spheres. It should just be 2 runs. So more damage sources should keep things off of us a little bit better. Especially if they scale and damage like the laser beam did. Or even just the little the interceptors aren't bad either. We got 4 of the little boogers. Let's go confirm. Oh, not quite there. We are 100k off. No, we're going for it. I want my orbits. I don't mean the gum, I mean the drink. What? I don't know how many of you even know what the Orbitz drinks are. I used to have a sealed one. It broke, if I remember correctly. But a sealed one from back whenever they were still being made. I don't know if they would actually ever make those these days. Basically, it was boba before boba was cool, but it was something else in there. Let's go with explosive triangle multiplier, and we will go with spawns. Yeah, we need more spawns. There's our balls. Do you like our balls? I'm sure you like my balls. This is not the first game you've stared at my balls in. How many times am I going to say my balls? Probably enough to make you hate the word balls. Okay, 723k from that. Execution ball chance. Yeah, I don't think ball size is going to go off into anything else. We're going to need to be getting millions for the next path. Because I don't think there is another one that's like relatively cheap. Okay, so taking all those out. Yeah, it doesn't seem like... unless there is a path off of that I am unaware of, this is going to be something where we need to save up millions each time. So that's going to be 2 runs per upgrade. Okay, ball size bigger. Yeah, now we need 1 million. We're going to go for probably laser beam damage first. Just so that starts one-shotting things again. I don't know if it's actually going to one-shot the pentagons. But it's gonna work. Wouldn't mind stronger orbs as well. So now we have core level 3. We're at Ort Cloud. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to do laser beam damage first. Beacon uptime is a big one, and ball damage is going to be a big one. Although we do need more enemies to kill, because right now we are actually getting close to just full saturation. Jeez. The Kuiper Belt. Here's the Ort Cloud. What's after Ort Cloud on this one? It is just going by somewhat... I don't know if they're actually scaled to each other or not. Might just be like, oh, this one's bigger, so let's name it that. 1.2 mil, we're going to go with more beacon uptime. That's going to help our income hit 1 mil. Just because there's going to be more for us to kill. And I do think the pink pentagons are going to be the most important. Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. But yeah, there's just so much going on, I lose the tiny little crosshair. That is known as my mouse. Because I am old and blind, you fools. We will go for... Orbital strike damage. We don't... Well, I mean, I guess that's the orbital energy spheres. Yeah, the enemies are just not that scary at the moment. We do enough damage with our other balls that, yeah, we are decimating them. Okay. So maybe we'll get a big zoom out or something. We are already in Ort Cloud and we have 12 seconds left. I'm just killing whatever I can find the densest cluster of, sadly. Yeah, not even 1 mil that time. Let's go triangle enemy intensity, and then we'll do that other one as well. Orbital sphere count. We can raise that. Okay. Triangles are going to be worth more now. But I don't think that's going to make as huge of a difference as we want, because unfortunately triangles are not as common as they once were. Unless it increases the base price of everything. That's just like, whatever. Cool story, bro, situation. Getting up to blue on the triangles. Well, we were already at blue, but yeah, it's just sitting around 1 mil still. Orbital sphere count, rectangle enemy intensity. That one might actually help us a little bit. As we destroy everything around us. Lovely. And it is at the point where we are just rotating to see where the enemies are going to spawn at. And eventually that beam is going to be wide enough that we're not going to have to worry about shit. Yeah, we're still getting just the Ort Cloud, which is fine. We'll go ahead and take triangle enemy intensity. Orbital rotation speed multiplier, that wouldn't be bad. The orbital damage probably needs to go up as well. So we've got dark blues. So that's going to be probably a decent amount of income. Let's see what it is. 78,000, I mean 7,800 thereabouts for the dark blues. Not a huge profit boost, but it should actually... oh, what was that? Why was that red? Confirm. Let's go rectangle enemy intensity just for more money. Triangle enemy reinforcements, maybe. Because we're having to get up to tens of millions next. I think. I could go check what the upgrade up above was, but I do think that they were over 100 million, weren't they? I could have sworn they were over 100 mil. Which, no, we might have one at like 10 mil. Confirm. Yeah, 3.2 mil for you. Orbital hit radius multiplier. So that makes them bigger. Here we go. Interceptor shot. Triangle spawns. Enemy pentagon intensity. Yeah, we have some other ones here that are actually decent. More than radius on this thing. We're killing stuff fast enough already that we don't need more radius on that yet. We'll probably grab the damage one eventually, but as it stands, you can see how fast we're clearing out the entire world at the moment. Okay, so yeah, the yellows are 14.4. I think. Yeah, they're 14.4. So they are worth quite a bit more than even the blue triangles. I'm gonna keep pushing. Let's go with that. And the lightning ones are actually doing their job, which is destroying everything around them. So it's basically another take on the Explodey Boys. But it hits a certain number of targets rather than just an AoE of targets. Okay, so and it spawns to rectangle. There's 2 mil there for upgrade pentagon, and it spawns to hexagon would be a good one. Triangle enemy reinforcements would also be a decent one to grab, because that's going to give us just more enemies. More enemies equals more money, especially whenever we're doing a lot of AoEs. And yes, I did turn... I think I turned off screen shake. Could be wrong. Yeah, I'm just going cross-eyed looking at it. That's also because I'm a little bit tired. 1.3 mil. Pentagon to hexagon. I think actually that's going to be a... That might actually be a bad choice. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out soon enough. We've already got some hexes. But as soon as they get upgraded types, they're going to be making us more money. Okay, so we got through that. 1.2 mil again, so that didn't improve much. So we're going to take triangle enemy reinforcements. We'll even probably take the triangle intensity in just a little bit. So they'll respawn faster, is what this is telling me. Where is my cursor? There it is. So yeah, I'm not too terrified of the enemies that we're having to deal with. It's just... I would like them to give me more money flaws. That wasn't as big of an improvement as I thought it would be. Let's do Pentagon Intensity. We require additional Vespine gas. We require more Nuka-Cola. No. This is not a Fallout thing. We can actually... Yeah, we got to Proxima previously anyway. It's not like that's changed anything. Want to get up to like 2 mil per run. But we're still just sitting a little bit under it because we want to get the intensity up there. Upgrade to rectangle. That means less triangles, more rectangles. And yeah, we're aiming for the lightning guys now. We want all the AoEs possible. $2.1 mil. Yoink. Enemy triangle reinforcements up would be a good thing, because that gives us, again, more things to kill. Yeah, I don't know what those red things are. Is that just like an upgrade we can get? Yeah, it just says execute whenever we get them. Is that what crits do? I don't think that's what crits do. I think that is something odd that we got that I'm just not remembering. Okay, so getting a little overwhelmed there. Are we going to get past Proxima? Probably not. 2.3 mil. We're going to do triangle enemy reinforcements. We do need to eventually grab those, but they're not high on my priority list. Okay, so we got that going on. Because the faster those go around us, the less likely things are going to be to touch us. Especially if they start doing decent damage. Clink, 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 clink. It sounds like we are just fighting a bunch of, like, ceramic mugs. Okay, 2.5 mil. Upgrade Pentagon, reinforcement to Hexagon. Eventually, the amount needed for those orbs is going to just be a rounding error. It's fine by me. I don't mind it when millions are a rounding error. That would be awesome sauce. Actually, if I ever earned enough money where millions were a rounding error, I don't think I'd be able to, like, come to mental terms with it in the same way. I have a feeling it would end up in a situation of, yeah, and there we can just grab one. I would feel the need to do something with it. I wouldn't be able to just sit on it like a lot of these folks do. Am I anywhere near that? God fucking no. I am barely surviving off of what I do, as are most people nowadays. But that is standard issue for the world at the moment, sadly. At least where I live. 3.1 mil. That means we can get the orbital hit radius multiplier. Those can start connecting to each other. We're going to probably take that laser beam damage, though. Because lasers are good for us. And also, we needed to one-shot things. Well, or at least bring things within realm for us to, one-shot stuff. Can we do an entire run without getting touched? Not really. I don't know how you do the start without getting touched. So we'll do laser beam damage. Ball damage up. Oh yeah, 2.6 mil would be great. There was a nice explosion chain there. Ow. Drop out the executions. Okay, so we got probably, yeah, 3.1 mil. Let's go for ball damage. And, oh, that's just all ball improvements there. And it does look like, yeah, we just have intentional dead ends here. So what I'm wagering is going to happen is we're going to fill this out, and then we're going to be coming up here, and it's going to spiral that way, and then we're going to get this one and spiral that way. That's my hunch right now. Because we only have 3 more upgrades there, and we're already getting to, what, level 11 or 12? Which is more than a lot of the stuff that we have to deal with. Where's the, there it is. Okay, how's our income on that? Yeah, we're still at Proxima. I don't think we're going to pass that one just yet. Maybe. It's going to be close. Oh, we got to Centauri. Okay. Nice. 3.6 mil. Let's go ball speed. Critical ball damage could go up. Yeah, we're just going to focus in on these for now. I do kind of want to get econ upgrades. I just don't know which direction they're going to be. Wouldn't mind the interceptors being a little bit stronger, but right now they only do hundreds of damage. So maybe we should invest in that next. There's Proxima. Not quite making it past Proxima. We're at level 11. Let's go there. Hexagon enemy intensity. Do we just save up? Oh, it's 100 mil for that. No, we don't just save up for anything. We have an unknown gap between single millions and double-digit millions. I do wonder where it's going to be sitting. And, yeah, there's Centauri. So we'll get to Centauri on some of these, but we're not going to get past Centauri. We've gotten there before. Let's go Hexagon enemy intensity. There's 4 million for beacon level 5, which is pulse field, which is that one right there. So do we go? I think we will go for the pulse field. It'll probably help us clear stuff out faster here. How am I doing on drink? I am almost out of drink, actually. Just thank you for reminding me. Let's go ahead and bump all the rest of this out. For those of you wondering, I actually do have OBS open whenever I'm doing this. So what I see is I'll see like a hydration thing pop up even though I'm not streaming right now. So that means someone knows that I am recording at the moment, which is funny, but let's go ahead and just go like that. We'll grab you because that gets our beacon level up. So now we have a new one there. We still have all these in here to clear out. Those will be our rounding errors. Oh, we have pulse now. Oh, it's where our cursor is. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. So now we have intermittent tick things. So it gives us, it lets me know where my cursor is more as well. It doesn't seem to do much damage, but it helps. There's a bit more, 5.4 mil. We'll do triangle enemy intensity, pulse field damage. Oh, there's a good one for us. Let's go ahead and go for reinforcement to rectangle. Orbital radius multiplier would be kind of a nice addition, I guess. And yeah, we'll just get those whenever we have some overflows and stuff like that. Our focus next is going to be pulse damage boost, because I do just habitually aim at stuff, so having an actual cursor tell us where it's at is absolutely nice. So now we just have everything everywhere all of the time. 6.8 mil. We're almost getting to 13. I'm going to do pulse field damage first, and we will do spawns to rectangle. Just as something we can toss out there. Oh, we almost just had something touch us. Don't you guys try to touch me. And obviously, whenever the orbs start orbiting further out, they can deal with the nonsense better. Especially whenever if they start spinning faster at the same time. I think we might have just gotten tapped. No, we didn't. Okay. 6.6 mil. Let's go for triangle enemy reinforcements. Sadly, did not get any of the other stuff, but we are going to. So that... Oh, yeah, the pulse doing more damage is very nice. Does it do more damage than our laser? It might. That was a pretty good bit of income boost there. Let's go... Enemy intensity on that. And I will grab... I'm going to do move speed there. Oh, shots per second. That's a welcome one. I think going down through the damage buff tree is going to be an important thing for me. Get you going. Are we going to get over 10 mil in a run soon? Possibly. I have a feeling this one's going to spiral into a 10 mil section. And then we'll use that one to get up to 100 mil. Okay, let's go pulse field per second. And we will go for shots per second. And it spawns the pentagons. Spawns the pentagons. So it pulsing faster works better for me. Man, I can barely keep track of like where all the enemies are and what I'm doing at any given time due to just the amount of stuff bouncing around on screen right now. 11 mil, we're moving. We're moving that number. Ball damage up. We'll go for a knit to hexagon. And yes, we will finish off that tree in the inside as well. Like I said, we're just grabbing it whenever it's incidentally convenient. So how many more upgrades do we have? I think 2. And I don't know if we're going to have a situation where... Oh, we got to Bernard again. I have a feeling we're going to hit a situation where we beat the game before we're actually done with the tree. That is always a distinct possibility in games like this. Okay, so we'll take that. And we'll do... upgrade that first. It is a little bit more satisfying whenever you have the stuff kind of on the inside ready to just handle shit. There's a bunch of Moon Knight there. Because we are always going to have a bit of overflow. It's just we're not in a situation where a couple million is going to be a common overflow. Oh, we only got 9.7 mil that time. That is bad. Pulse field radius. We'll go ahead and get critical ball damage. Yeah, these are going to be rounding out soon. Wonder if we're going to start seeing more like that. Where we end up just finding the next path sooner. Yeah, just start taking out nonsense. I do wonder what our biggest damage dealer is at the moment. We do not have a damage counter thing. So, yeah, 9.4 mil again. Why did we go down? Pentagon enemy intensity. This is probably leading to the next one. But how are we going to get up to 100 mil for the next? Unless this goes into a whole other section. Which it very well could. We don't get much, like, foresight into the tree. That is just a fairly common thing to these. There's a number of them that go 1 out. This one, I mean, sorry, 2 out, technically. I think is what you'd probably want to call it. That go multiple steps out, basically. This one only goes out to that first step. So you don't really have any idea of what you're leading into. There's ball damage. Hexagon enemy intensity is 10 mil. We have 3 nodes left to unlock there. We've got everything on the back steps done. So I'm guessing this is what's going to ramp us up to 100 million. Can we just leave it in the middle? What happens if we just leave it in the middle? We probably get less. Even though I don't think anything can actually get near us whenever we're like this. We do end up just killing that one direction. So enemy intensity there, critical ball damage. Laser beam width would be very, very nice. I think we just got touched there. At least I heard a bang noise. And now we have it a little bit under control. Nope, we got touched again. We got touched 3 times. Game, why do you hate me? We got touched. For 15 mil. Let's go ahead and get that laser beam width. We'll go ahead and get an orbital radius multiplier, so it's bogger. You can see how much bogger it is. See how big the laser gets. Yep, we're getting touched. Definitely getting touched. Which is an unpleasant thought. I don't want to get touched, not by strangers. Go and grab you. If I ever do cons, there's going to be like, please don't touch me rules. Okay, so we're going to do triangle spawns at start. Go and grab bigger balls so that we're stuck up here with this. Could save up the 100 mil for the pulse field radius. That's a 25% boost on it for 100 freaking million. That would be 10 rounds. Don't think we necessarily want that. Touched by everything for the very first time. Like a spheroid. Ugh. Need more dangage. Just don't have it right now. Once we get through those initial waves, we're fine. Mostly. Confirm for 17 mil. Let's go for ball damage. Always the ball damage. We'll take pulse field crit chance. Yeah, we're not even at 20 mil on each of them. Yeah, the yellows are wrecking us. Whenever we have to deal with them up close. Whenever they have to fly through our balls for the full duration. We can do a little bit better. Yeah, we're just sitting at 17 mil. Let's go critical ball damage, I guess. We might actually beat this in one setting. These kind of games I sometimes do... oh, don't touch me. We actually get through without getting touched. We'll never know. Actually, we will at the end of the level if we got touched. Oh no! So if we have one, we only got touched in the later stages. Yeah, we only got touched once. 17 mil. I'm gonna go to the right there. Interceptor fire rate would probably be good. We need more damage. Unfortunately. Because right now, it feels like we are letting them get way too close. So that's one reason why I'm like kind of zigzagging through there, so I can see what... Oh, we got touched again. So I can see what we can actually get as far as nukes, essentially. 30 mil off of that one. What? There's ice hexagon spawn chance. Okay, triangle intensity. Electric chain strike. Okay. Little bit better on the damage front, especially with those crits. Touch twice. Wonder if that cuts into our profits or what. Last time we got 30 freaking mil. One feels slightly worse because we keep getting touched. Yeah, 26 mil. Let's go ice spawn chance. So, how is that other one's path going to be through here? Does the ice spawn do? Oh, it freezes them in place. Eh. That's fine. I don't like it as much. I mean, if we have a, like, boss fight where it can actually kill us, maybe, but... beyond that, I'm not terribly interested in ice unless it does damage. Is it another AoE like the lightnings and stuff? It could be. We'll do interceptor count first, then more ball damage probably. Here are those. Seems like we want the ice to be the weaker ones, oddly enough, because it freezes them all the same. I don't know if the duration is longer on the higher difficulty ones, but... let's see what we have. 29 mil, so we're kind of sitting around that same amount. These are 35 mil up here, so we'll do crit ball damage next. So we're at 1/3 of getting the bigger radius on this. Maybe we go for the bigger radius and see what's on that tree. But at the moment, that doesn't seem like a big incentive. The other ones were actually, you know, giving us at least something to look forward to. It would only take 3 runs to get there, yeah, true. That's not high on my list, though. 28 mil. Maybe it would take 4 runs. Upgrade triangle intensity. That should at least get us some more money. Because intensity does equate bigger bills. Yoink. Maybe that's actually going to be worth it. We'll see. That did improve it. Okay. We're going to go with ball damage up. That way we can more likely just kill everything. Although at the moment, I don't think ball damage is our biggest source of damage. Sadly. I think our biggest source of damage is just sheer amount of volume. I actually think it's the purple balls. Out of everything that we have. It's either that or the laser. Because we are definitely getting touched more often now. We grab you, and yeah, we're sitting on freaking 20 million. Lesai. Do I think this is going to be a difficult one to do? I don't think this is going to be a difficult one to beat. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just nuke everything. What time do we have? Okay, so it is getting a little bit late. Are we going to beat this? Yeah, we're going to beat it today, as far as you guys are concerned. Let's go with hexagon intensity first. Yeah, what does the ice spawn do? That one we haven't really quite figured out. Ricochet at field boundary would not be terrible. Field boundary, I have a feeling, is edge of screen, if you will. Okay, get those. Okay, so which one is the current stronger one? Things are going up in value, at least. $45 mil there. Let's go square up. Laser beam damage up would be a big one, too. That's 45 mil. Oh, I think I might know how this is actually going to flow. It might flow right into the back end of that one. Okay. Kind of like how we did on the left there. So if we can get 45 mil and get that laser damage improvement, that's actually going to help us a lot, too. So 54 mil, yep, there's our laser damage, and then it's going to start coming down to this one, kind of like how this went into that right there. I am noticing that it does slowly shift colors, because we have like pink into red, we have orange down to there, then we have the greenish yellows into the blue, teal, and the blue. Into the teal and then the blue, sorry. So 32 mil, we might be able to get... we might be able to get 2 this next time. Getting touched by everything, Jesus. We definitely need more intensity out there so we can get more money. It doesn't even matter what shape it is, more money is more money. So we are going to lean into econ. So what 2 do we get? I'm going to go ahead and get enemy intensity and reinforcement to hexagon. Beacon level 6, so that's going to get ricochet at field boundary, so it'll be bouncing off the edge of the screen, I think. So whenever we just start getting channels out, that's going to be handy. We're only at serious right now. Why so serious, son? Although I think son was not actually said. I think he said serious, son. But I haven't actually watched that. At least not in like all the way through or anything. So we're gonna get beacon level up, so that's the ricochet. Got one more level on that, which is open phase decay zones. Which I have no idea what that is. But these should bounce it back in from the edge of the screen. Yes, they do. Oh god, that was laggy. We're starting to hit critical mass of shit at once. Now we just need longer ball duration so they can bounce for all of eternity. Who doesn't want their balls bouncing forever? That was 60 mil. We're gonna do freeze duration. We'll do blast multiplier next. Doesn't really matter which, but hey, it's there. Lots of touches at the beginning of that one. That's going to be bad for the run, I think. We got that. That was a crappy run. 5 touches. We have enough for you, or we can go init to rectangle spawns. So it's only 2 runs to 100 mil as well, so we could come in at from the other side. I do think we go radius next. Just so we get more things frozen whenever we do pop those. We definitely need more ball firing rate so we can get more balls on the outside. I do appreciate the fact that they do bounce off the edge of the screen, so we're at level 15. Okay, so we're going to grab you. Oh, that's a whole other thing. So pulse field attacks per second up to 2, so 150 mil for that. That one might actually be more worth it than the rest of this. Especially if we can get pulse field damage up. Pulse field is the circle around our cursor. If you do not remember. Beat the crap out of everything. We getting touched again. Not as much as we were for a while there, but we're still getting touched. Let's go... Pentagon intensity. Interceptor shot damage. That's a welcome change. We're definitely reaching the point where it is kind of hard to keep things off of us. That means we're either in store for another damage upgrade or I'm doing something wrong. It could be both. In fact, it very is likely both. That I'm doing something wrong and that the enemies have an upgrade coming in that I need to be aware of. Sorry, I have an upgrade coming in that I need to be aware of for dealing with the enemies. And we didn't get touched that time, so we got 80 mil. Let's go and get interceptor damage. Hexagon enemy intensity would not be a great thing, I don't think. Rectangle and pentagon would be, however. We get the ice going. I should probably double check that I'm not missing something on that top part. Because did we get the radius improvement or did I skip over it and just forget that it exists again? $71 mil. Yeah, I forgot that it exists. There we go. So 58 mil. If we get 100 mil on this one, which we're not going to. But yeah, if we get 100 mil on this one, we'd be able to just destroy part of the tree. I don't think we're going to get that. I think we're going to be sitting at probably, I want to say 70 mil again. Yeah, 80 mil? Well, we got higher than I thought we would. Okay, so we're going to go for ball speed gain per bounce, yes, and then we'll go ahead and get pentagons as well. We need 150 for you. We need 100 mil for that other path, I think. Or was it 150 mil? Or was it even higher? Might have been even higher. So the more bounces, the faster they go. Fast as fast can be, you'll never catch me. I am the ball. That's more what I was expecting. So we'll take ball damage up. I didn't even notice we had it there. And I think we might save up to that 150 mil, because I think the path on the right over... Oh, geez. No! I think the path over on the right is way more expensive than we have. I think it's like... How much was it? We can double check. No, you shall not pass. So we got Orion's Arm. We're up to level 15, so we have 5 more levels to go in that. And this one is 190 mil. You know what? I think we'll go for the branches off. Maybe get ourselves yet another fighter going. Help us take crap out. Although the fighters are not terribly great tools. They only do a few hundred damage. There's a bunch of them. As opposed to one of me doing lasers in random directions. That's 171. Yeah, we're going to go for... Check out that fighter tree. Because that actually will boost our damage. Of course, the one up top will as well, the 150. And obviously, our income will accelerate a bit once we start getting the different shape boosts. But right now, we're struggling to kill them. The different shapes, that is. As is evidenced by the fact that we are getting touched. you are an extra interceptor. Maybe that'll help, and then we can grab this one next, and then we can start grabbing the upgrades for dangage, whatever you want to call it. Damage. Yeah, bigger radius might be the better pick now that I stop and think about it, though. Got touched again. Okay, only 66 mil that time. What? That's bullshit. So now we have bigger radius on this. Just got to get through that first wave without getting completely bamboozled. We'll be a little bit better off. Rid of those. 74 mil that time. We'll do rectangle enemy intensity. Oh, laser cooldown. Yes. You never know where your next damage boost is gonna be. There we go. Obviously, once I have a feeling once we hit 100% of the tree done, we don't have pretty much anything to worry about. But I could be wrong. 142 mil just from that upgrade. Okay, laser cooldown it is. So, yeah, I'm guessing the upgrades on that are way more valuable than we keep getting surprised by it, so yay. I think we did get touched, though, on this one. That, or we just got a really lucky loadout on that last fight. Rid of that stuff. 126. Yeah, we got really lucky on that one. So we're going to do hexagon intensity, laser beam width. Yeah, we're going to finish off this tree before we go after the top one. Even though we might be able to get that in one run. Oh, now we're getting touched again. Great. Wonderful. Stop touching me, you bastards. $191. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the attacks per second. And yeah, that is more upgrades up there. How many more upgrade paths do we have? This one's probably going to connect there and branch off that way. One thing I haven't seen, funnily enough, is going to be an odd little note. I actually haven't seen a thing that gives us more time whenever we upgrade to tiers. It might be just passively built in, but usually there is an upgrade like that. So we're Galactic Core. There's going to be, what, 16? 17? 16. Triangle spawns at start. Enemy reinforcements. Yeah, that's going to connect because it's the same color. Yeah, we can't kill the heal guys that spawn super close to us. We struggle to kill them, period. As you can see, we were on that one for a while there, and it was just doing nothing. Oh, there are enemies that are way outside of our scope at the moment. Let's go... Ball damage up. Crit on wall bounce. Okay. Yeah, the initial waves are just wow. We just take so much damage from them. We get to Galactic Core every time. $154. Let's go ahead and take you just to finish that off. That means that everything prior is finished off. So we just have this and then whatever's to the right, which I think is going to be a right and down situation. Can I actually survive? We just take so many hits early on. It is a bit redonkulous. 221 with 6 touches. Gonna get crit on wall bounce, and we'll do laser beam damage. It is escalating our damage quite a bit in this tree, so maybe we should have gone here first instead of towards the center. But we also would have not gotten our econ that way either. I think we're going to have a damage boost for pretty much everything, funnily enough. Take you out. I'm going to take you out. 3 touches that time. Let's go interceptor shot damage. Do ball speed next. Just trying to keep things off of me for a minute. I do think we still got touched in there. Yeah, if it's higher than 1, we've gotten touched. Higher than 3. Everything's just so damn durable. Oh, I guess we didn't get touched at the very start, so ball speed gain per bounce. Do pulse field damage up next. We are at least getting enough for an upgrade per round at the moment. There's at least 1 touch on us. I wish the ice amplified the damage that we deal to him as well. Just as a way of boosting our resources. And once the balls get out of the edge, they start doing work. Let's go you. And then we need to start going up into that corner. Take you guys out. Yeah, freezing is essential to keep them from touching us. Oh, we got through one without getting touched. Yay. Triangle reinforcement to rectangle. Oh. Is it going to be off of the hexagon one? Okay. Legitimately don't know what the plan is. Wow, weren't even able to destroy that in the time it took to reach us. Jesus. Okay, so that's still 198. We're still only getting 16. Guess we'll check you. Okay, so beacon level up to 7 for 300 mil. Open phase decay zones. That should hopefully get us to the point where we don't have to worry about a lot of this as we get completely wasted there. So we'll just do 2 runs and get that phase decay zone. And hopefully that'll be enough to help us handle at least this stuff. It has become bubble wrap instead of clinks. In my brain, at least. I don't know if the audio has actually shifted or not, but I touched 8 times, so we'll grab beacon level. That is max beacon level there. Open phase decay zones. We can boost phase decay zone for 320,000 damage. So those just appear and do damage, I guess? They're just random location damage. That's not as good as I thought, but I mean, it helps. We're still getting touched, so it's not helping us get things from touching us because they're just all over the place. We basically just turned into the station from frickin' Hellpoint. 309,000. We're going to increase the damage from it. We'll probably up the intensity of some of our smaller things like the triangles, because that'll boost our income. Grab you. Can we at least get you to proc? No, we barely did. Okay, only 225 mil that time. Ew. Let's go triangle intensity, and then we'll do triangle to squares. Yeah, the squares are not impossible for us to kill. The freaking pentagrams can be. And yeah, if the little decay zones show up in the right spot, makes life about 1,000,000 times easier, but they have to show up in the right spot. Okay, so we're getting touched. Did that improve? Nope, that did not improve our resources. Let's go. Spawns the rectangle. Yeah, we're just going to grab these and hope that they improve our income. It's pretty much the spot that we're sitting in right now, is we just need something to improve our income. But yeah, not getting anything going properly here. I do think it does damage my timer whenever we're touched, though. So that would explain... let's actually keep an eye on it. If we get touched, yeah. No, it doesn't seem to be doing that. It might just impact our bonus on money or something. I don't know. 334 mil there. We got to signal level 17 at least. We'll grab you. And then the only part of the tree we have to pay attention to is up there. Because everything else is freaking done. Go ahead and start shockwaves of ice, maybe? I don't know where my mouse is. There's too much going on. So, can we beat this in 2 hours? I think if you knew what you were doing, yes. Going in blind, I don't think we're going to get it in 2 hours. I think we're going to get it probably 3-ish, maybe a little bit less than that. So I am going to power through it today. Confirm. Let's go with rectangle to pentagon, phase decay zone radius. Ball damage up would be kind of nice. Okay, so whenever we get the little red balls, we can actually get those guys because that's just instant execution, but we got to get ourselves some red balls. Okay, a little bit more there. Still getting touched way too much. Let's go decay zone radius first. And then we'll go laser beam damage. Laser beam damage up to 12,000. Okay. That might actually be able to stop the teals. I don't know how much life they have, but it is an obscene amount at the moment. Unfortunately, we also have a long delay between lasers. $422,000. Nice. We'll do laser beam damage. Interceptor fire range. Yeah, we're going to go for damage as much as we can right now. Let's go ahead and grab you as well. This looks like it's the last branch of the tree. Yeah, when that blasts, it is actually bisecting them properly. So it's doing okay damage. I think the only thing it can't do is the big teal guys that are ripping us a new one. Almost feels like they're intercepting it firing, sadly. Okay, we're going to do orbital strike damage. That's going to be the purple balls. Did that actually do more than the lasers? That, I think it did, actually. Nope, we still got touched. But it did do some work with that extra damage there. Local group, which is still 17. We have not gotten past 17 yet. So let's go interceptor fire range. We'll do some interceptor shot damage next. Okay, so everything got cleared up real quick. Whenever I think we got an execution ball thing going on there. Just got to get our executions going properly. We only got touched once and we got a 0.5 mil out of it almost. So interceptor damage, pulse critical damage. We don't really have a high critical chance with the pulse, sadly. So, and you can drag with right or left click. In case you're curious. It may say left click down there, but I've been dragging with right. There's a little bit of freezage. When in doubt, rely on the cold to make everything shrink. Can we at least do one round without getting touched in the end game? Nope. We just got touched. Saw it getting closer. Is like, that's not gonna do what I hope. Okay, so we've got critical field damage. We can do pulse damage on the field as well. Sitting at 309 million, so we can churn through these relatively nicely. It's not like we're getting hit a lot now. We are still, like, whenever we get a cluster of those teals, we can sometimes get completely boned and get like 5 or 6 of them touching us. We're not doing as bad as we were just a couple waves ago. And once we get ahead of the curve, oh my, do we get ahead of the curve. So let's grab you. Pentagon to reinforcement hexagon. We're going to go ahead and get ball damage. Yeah, this one feels like it's going to end like right there. So we've got to be getting close. Unless there's something I'm supposed to be doing to actually get up to the highest tier. Because as it stands right now, I think we're doing pretty good. But we're not even close to 20. We're at like, what, 17, 18, give or take? I think we're at 17. Yeah, we don't really have a big ramp up. No rotation multiplier. But yeah, the goal is to get up to 20. If I'm understanding how this is working properly. That's at least usually the goal in these types of games. We got touched a lot there. Yeah, 17. We're still not there. Let's go execution ball chance. Do we not have any other upgrades? Is it literally just a skill issue now? Am I seriously getting skill issued by the game? In an incremental game? I'm just not sure how we would ramp it up any further. Unless there's going to be upgrades that I'm just not seeing. There very well could be. We did get touched. Let's go grab you. This has to go off into something else. There's some executions out there. Let's get our balls bouncing off the walls. From the windows, the walls, till the balls drip off your... What? That's not the lyrics, damn it. And we want them bouncing off the walls so they get crit chance and all that fun stuff. Hey, we didn't get touched that time, so 615. Go ahead and upgrade Pentagon. We'll get you. Oh, it does go down. Ah, so this is going to be our econ boost, finally. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Although, now that we're having intensity boosts, what are we supposed to do about that? I don't really have that much damage, my friends. Unless we get like 100% execution balls or something gives us an astronomical boost of damage. We can't handle the next intensity without just getting hit a metric ton. We'll find out. There's 17, 572. That gets us you. Ball damage up to 500 isn't going to make that big of a difference. These things have, what, tens of thousands of life? And there's all the touches. We're actually doing a little bit worse now, I think. No, maybe not. We got about as far into local group as we did last time. We got way more money, too, though. Decay zone lifetime is up to 3 seconds if we take the next one. Watch there be, like, just a nuke option at the end of this that is just destroy everything. Why is this wave significantly easier than the last one? Still getting touched, but... Oh, because we got execution balls. I keep forgetting execution balls. They're a thing. They make life about 1,000,000 times easier because, especially whenever you have this many things, it bounces off of every fucking thing. We grab you. Triangle intensity. That might help a little bit on the econ front. I don't think it's going to be... Yay, touched to death. I really am just wondering what the next thing we do is. Because we have definitely hit a sort of like progression wall. We did get to Virgo Cluster, which is 18. So it's gotta just escalate fast or something. Laser's down to 2 seconds if we keep going down this path. It's very much a linear path, though. A faster laser would be very welcome, but... because that gives us basically a 50% damage boost. Because that's the laser firing twice in the... sorry, my brain just is completely farting on this. The cooldown increases our damage output significantly. Laser beam damage, orbital radius multiplier, enemy intensity. Is it going to lead off to the side there, maybe? Faster fire rate is always welcome. Still getting touched, though. Think we need billions, not millions. Okay, so there is Virgo Cluster barely again. We're not even at 19 yet. Go hit radius. We'll do some more ball damage. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong and I shouldn't be caring about getting touched so much as I should care about how much each thing is worth. Maybe I should start caring about how much everything is worth. There's local group done. I think. Yep. And now Virgo cluster. Get orbital spheres up to 4. That is actually a big one. Orbital spheres actually do a lot of work. They just don't hit things out at the edge, so we get to see them kind of build up on us. Are we actually gonna... We might not get to Virgo on this one. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to... Unless we get something big in here, we're not gonna get to Virgo. Yeah, we didn't even get to Virgo on that, because we got touched too much. Orbital sphere count. Oh, radius multiplier, and then we have ball damage. They're all just 800 mil each, so it's like a run for one upgrade. Okay, so we have that coming in. Can we avoid getting touched nearly as much? Probably not. I wish I knew exactly how the touch really impacted us. Doesn't seem like it's a time thing. It seems like it might just be a growth and score thing. Like money and the bar at the bottom are greatly impacted by it, but the rest of this not as much. Let's go radius multiplier. There's pentagon enemy intensity. We'll take ball next because that's requiring... Oh, actually, no. We should be able to get enough to get the bill. So they're going to be further out and doing damage earlier. Or they I think they're also bigger, oddly enough. I think that's made my balls bigger. Giggity. Get rid of those, and now we just have the clusters out on the outside. So maybe we need better spawn rate. Explosive triangle blast multiplier, those are all billions out there. So it is just going off the side over there. I don't know if we're going to end up getting a victory lap in this game. Some of them do actually have it where you get so powerful at the very, very end that it is essentially a victory lap. Some RPGs also do victory laps as well. Final Fantasy X is actually a really good example of an RPG doing a victory lap at the end. Spoilers, there's a victory lap at the end of that. Although it is a very sad victory lap. Let's go triangle blast size, and we'll go ball damage. Maybe we'll get just like 100% execution ball as our final. We're getting touched. Got to Virgo cluster with 10 seconds left. I don't think we get to see what's after Virgo cluster yet. No. We're almost there. I can taste it. Explosive triangle damage multiplier. So if we get explosive triangles, they do actually execute things pretty nicely. But we need to get more triangles on board to actually do that. So we're already up to Virgo cluster with 12 seconds left. We're just not doing enough damage. Are we going to see what's... No, we're still not going to see what's after Virgo cluster. We're just not getting there. Ball damage. Oh, that actually goes up, so it can go up to 1.6 seconds. If we get a good amount, we could end up with 2 upgrades in one. It's been a while since we've gotten that, though. Yeah, the triangles, when they explode, they do help us out a massive amount. The lightning thing's not as much right now. Only 1.3 billion on that. We will go with pulse field radius. Oh, more balls for volley. Yes, interceptor shots. So it does expand out. Think we're going to go for the 4 balls. Because that is basically a 25... Well, it's a 33% damage boost, sorry. Because we're going from 3 to 4. The new ball accounts for 25% of our damage, but it is going to be a 33% damage boost. Got that. Do we get out of Virgo Cluster? Nope. Almost. We were just a mouse fart away. So we're going to go extra balls per volley. Oh, extra shots per second, too. Yes. From 4 to 5, that is a 25% damage boost. If we play our cards right, we might actually get out of Virgo Cluster this time. And if spawns cooperate. We did not get spawns cooperating. So there's shots per second. We might be closing in on victory lap. Especially if we open with a freaking execution. Jeez. That way we just have balls bouncing off the wall doing massive crits and speed. We need more spawns, oddly enough, to actually reach our goal. Okay. So let's go... We don't actually... There's an enemy intensity down there. There's a pentagon there. But that was square intensity, which doesn't really do as much. But it might push us up to at least 19. The hexagon one will put it out of our range of being able to just kill the stuff, I think, though. It does have a very ebb and flow to the kind of like damage flow on this one. So those are 2 billion down there. These are 1.2 up here. Let's go... Hexagon enemy intensity. Because those are going to boost our income. And our growth. And I lost track of my cursor for a second there. That's why we got touched. Although now we're kind of behind the 8 ball, so we're just kind of hoping for the best now. Come on. Almost there. It just needs to reach the edge of the screen for us to see the next tier. So we're going to go with Pentagon. There you go. Already in Virgo Cluster with 16 seconds left. We just need to not get touched. For the most part. Nope, we're getting touched because we're not getting freezes. So, Lanakia is 19. I forget what that is. That sounds familiar, though. 2.8 billion. We're going to go ball. Oh, we already got ball damage. I'm going to go for crit ball and crit ball strike there. We're going to grab these top ones. Because they're going to be cheaper. Yep, and this is going to be a bad start to it, but hey, we're okay. I do think we're going to consistently get out of Virgo Cluster now, though. Yeah, I don't know what the penalty is for getting touched. Let's go more ball damage. We're going to do pulse field radius. Okay, so hexagon enemy intensity is up there as well, which is the one we don't want. We want more damage on everything. We have plenty of execution balls flying around. So now we're going to be in Lanikia. Not quite as far as last time. Yeah, let's go for a bit more damage. We're almost at 20, so we're going to go pulse field damage. We're going to do electric strike damage multiplier. We'll get it before we start doing our hex, at least. There's Virgo Cluster again. How did we get up so high so fast the other time? Because we still haven't even gotten close to where we got with Lanikia at one time. At 2.6 billion. Laser beam damage up. Pulse field critical chance. And yeah, we'll take... Oh, execution ball up to 4%? Maybe. I would laugh if it just had like one that was like, it is up to 100% now. Good luck. Have fun. And it's not every ball, it's every shot. So if we had a higher attacks per second, we would actually get more execution balls. But just getting more balls fired out, not going to do that. Okay, so here comes Lanikia. Still only 2.6 billion. Take our execution ball chance. We'll do orbital strike damage next. Sitting on 1 billion already. And if we get several execution balls early, we just skyrocket. Yeah, because right now, there's not enough enemies on the screen for us to even bother targeting. There they go. Here's their later wave. But yeah, we're clearing it out pretty nicely. The orbital strike damage. We'll do phase decay damage. So we have 2 hexagon enemy intensities. We have execution ball chance up there, which we should probably grab because that gives us 1 in 20 shots. Is an execution ball. And then the hexagon things will start pushing us towards maxing out. I do kind of want to max out the tree first. So I might save up just for the sake of doing that. Because that's our usual goal on these, is max out the tree. So we'll do execution ball chance first. Then we'll try and get both of those, which is going to be 2.8 billion, which we should be able to reach. And then we will go ahead and lean into... Sorry, not that. And then we'll lean into the dual hex things. Because I think execution balls are just instant death for anything they touch, are they not? Okay, so you, and then we have, yeah, these are both, well, 1.6 and 2 billion. We might be able to get both of those in one. We need 3.6 total to get both of those at once. I don't think we're going to hit 20 without getting both of them, but I want to be certain. Because you never know. You could just have a lucky run where just the right things spawn at the right time, because it is just percent chance based. There's 2.9, so that puts us at 4.1. So boop and boop. That is the full tree. Done. So if we don't get it now, I don't know what to tell you. There's hexagons and maxagons. There's Lanakia almost done. Can we get execution balls? There we go. There should be level 20. Deep space. Beacon awakened. Confirm. So yeah, it is just... we wake the beacon and then we can just go back to the main menu. I was kind of expecting there to be a little bit of story after that, oddly enough. But alas, my ass, there was not. Yeah, with everything unlocked, pretty much just straightforward. Get deep space, finish everything off. And then... beacon awakened. Go to main menu. And yeah, that is it. We could also do the rush mode. Compress through a straight skill tree, and orbit mode, radial skill tree mode that branches freely outward. Could try those, but hey, we're done. Clear time, hour and 27 minutes inside each one. I'm assuming that's just within the actual battle map. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. We woke the beacon!